finally, we have the t-shirts back in stock, my darlings. What is delayed is not denied. We have it in blue since you loved it so very much indeed, my darlings. You better go ahead and get your t-shirt before it sells out, because I just might go ahead and do a yellow t-shirt for you and an orange t-shirt. You have to bear in mind, Baby Girl is a small brand. We are self-funding here, so I can only do so much. But yes, the t-shirt is back and I am living and loving. I also have a surprise for you. Yes. You asked and I said, why not? We have brought the black t-shirt back. What is delayed is not denied. Are we living and loving? Ah! Da, 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 da. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we, my darlings? Oh, it's such a blessing to come here every day and talk with you, because I get to see you out in the streets, my darling. Yes, I do. So why are we here? I'll tell you why we're here. We have a lovely young woman who wants to share her story, and I thought it would be wonderful for you to listen. She proposed to her husband. She bought him his suit for the special day. She even bought the rings as well as her wedding dress, only for him to divorce her after 2 children. Let us take a listen, okay?
I proposed to my husband, bought his ring, bought his suit, paid for my dress, paid for my wedding ring, and then, girl, he asked me for a divorce. Welcome to episode 3 of Rebuilding My Finances Without the Burnout After Marriage. Now, he didn't verbally say that, but his actions did. I spent years trying to hold together a life I was financing almost entirely by myself. I was earning around $50,000 a month from home while raising my babies. He'd wake me up in the night to put the baby back to sleep. I would inherit my mother's car after she passed, and I let him drive it, and he wrecked it, and the increase in insurance that I was paying for. Then came the house. He wanted a house for our family, so I used my cash, my credit, my income, and I bought one. But maintaining it became my responsibility too. The money, the repairs, the mental load, everything kept landing on my plate. So I ended a few of my contracts, reduced my income to $10,000, and I took a sabbatical. And that's when I learned that the burnout I was feeling wasn't about working too much, especially since I loved what I was doing, but it was about having a lifestyle that I didn't have the ability to rest or take a break from. So when people ask me why I decided to rebuild my finances after divorce, or why I need to, it's not because I lost my husband or the divorce itself. It's because I wanted to take time to prioritize my mental and physical health. And when I woke up from that sabbatical, I decided that I only want to be responsible for me and my kids. Follow for episode 4.
And I thought that this episode would be a teaching moment for Fumi Nation. Wait, hold on, let me just do this light. And I thought that this would be a teaching moment for Fumi Nation, because a lot of people will say, oh my God, why would you ask your husband to propose to you? Why would you buy the suit? Why would you buy the ring? Why is he not working? Why are you paying for everything? In hindsight, you're 110%, because this is a very intelligent young lady who was making $50,000, bringing home $50,000 every single month. And intelligence, I have noticed, is not necessarily common sense. I see this a lot, and they still don't have the understanding of facts of life. I also want to say that was the same with me. The difference was I married much later in life. I did not marry in my 30s, in my 20s. I got married at 40. At that time, might I say that from that 25 to 40, I became an expert at who I was. It no longer was about people pleasing, because I did that. I people pleased so much. Girlfriends, friends, for sure boyfriends, because I thought that was the way for them to like me. Because I did not know that my worth, my self-worth, was the most important and paramount. was the most important and paramount. I did not know. But there was a stage where in life I realized, Fumi, you have to focus on who you are because you're making mistakes. And if it's always you, the common denominator, then it starts and ends with you. And that is why I bring all of these conversations, because I love this young woman. I think that you're amazing. The mere fact that you have the thrive and the determination to keep going is wonderful. And I want you to follow her. I think I'll do another episode because she did something which I really loved. And I said, okay, you're getting it together. She just has to get her personal life on track. And that's extremely important, because if you marry the wrong guy, you can literally ruin your life. And it doesn't matter what kind of education setup that you have done for yourself. But what I did love was that she got a space where I think you can get your hair done, you have childcare, and you're able to, I think come to a space where you can work. And that is something that I have always said I would do, and I am doing for my brand, because we've hired a few already, because we got to get things going. I pay for childcare outside of the salaries that they get, because as a mother myself, I first-handedly understood how I could not focus if my son was not okay. And I went back to work right away. I had a collab with Juvia's place, and Adrian was barely 6 months old. And I don't know what I would have done if I did not have Christina and my husband to come and stay with Adrian while I was working. It was the most unbelievable thing, because I realized that even though Adrian was born, he was still inside of me. That's how I felt. I wasn't separated from him in any way. And I would look across, and that would determine if I could continue, doing the makeup tutorials and talking and the interviews and everything. Because of that, I swore that whomever I hired, I would have to make sure that either I made, yes, because some of you are going to work virtually. And if you have children, they have to be taken care of in order for you to give me 100% to my brand. I have to take care of you. And she did that. We are talking about life's lessons. And if you're not 40 and you have not gone out into the world, like myself, you are not going to have the experience. Because truly, my experiences and maturity is what led me to the happiest stage of my life, because I got the best husband for me. Nobody is perfect, don't get me wrong. But in our imperfections, we filled each other's spaces. And I felt and feel very complete. Number one, I tell you this. You have to do what you love. It does not matter what your parents want you to do, what you think you should do, what you're seeing. Do what you love. Naturally, what comes to you, because that way you can monetize and you can make a living for yourself that nobody can take away. This is in preparation for your marriages that just might not be marriages anymore. Do not get married because you think this is the age and stage that you should get married at. People mature at different ages and stages. You have to marry when you know that you are prepared to take on the responsibility of yet another human being, of you not always being first, of you literally being last, and to have consideration, patience, understanding for another human being that you're going to be living with. Do not think that the cookies, which is your cookies and cream at night, that's all well and good in any and every marriage, but promise you it will diminish along the way, especially in the early stages. Children, ask this man that you like, ask him all these questions. Is this the man for you? If you don't have money, if you're going through a terrible time, is he even willing to take and participate in raising the children? It sounds like a ridiculous question, because you would think the question is yes. You'll be surprised at how many men cannot do the night shift. You will be surprised at how many men cannot put the child to bed. Ula has put Adrian to bed since he was born. Going 8 years. He has not missed a night. If he has missed a night, it's because he's not in the country. It's because he's traveled for business. But he does it because when you get married, the children are first. Everybody is second. And whatever monies you have, you put into the pot where access for your bills, they've got to be paid. For sure, for Adrian, whether he needs this, he needs that, for school, it's got to be there. School teachers' meetings, is he prepared to do that? Sometimes, you know what? Fumi needs a break. Is he prepared to come and pick up on the other leg? For you marrying a man, asking him to marry you and pay for everything, it does not show in any way, shape or form. I don't think it's bad. What I don't like is that the man did not step up and say, thank you, baby, but you know what? Let me come and pay for it, plus your wedding dress. And even if I can't, let him show you in other ways, because money is not an equilibrium. As far as I'm concerned, whoever makes more money in that family is the one that pays the most bills. That's just common sense. It's nothing else. It's just common sense. It's things like this that you have to ask. You have to ask him, because as women, I have come to realize once Adrian was born, I was reborn. The old Fumi before Adrian is dead. She does not exist. I was very selfish. It was really all about me, and I just did anything that I wanted. Now I am so disciplined. I am so controlled. I am so step and repeat. I have a routine, and you see this glam, makeup, hair, that's for your benefit, so that you have something to look at while you're watching this episode. This is not my life. My hair is in individual plaits. I'm not wearing makeup. I'm working. I have business meetings. Yes, I do. I'll keep the makeup if I'm having virtual meetings. But I am a mother first. I've got responsibilities to my family, and I don't play with those. Don't marry a man who is not able to do that. Look at his family. Look at his family members and see what kind of family you're trying to gel with. Extremely important. Because do not overlook the red flags, because it will seep into your marriage. That's another thing. You should be separated from his family as well as your family. You make your own rules. You're going to have your own children. It's going to be different. This young woman did a phenomenal job, and she cut back from 50k to 10k and said, we can still manage. Homeboy still was finding it difficult because he did not even want to be a stay-at-home dad. And the thing is that everything is temporary. I say that because Ula financially took care of me for 10 years solid. I paid nothing. We were going through our IVF journey, and it was impossible for me to have a steady, regular job. I was in and out, out and in. And he never questioned nothing. So I said, you know what, for me, when you start making a little bit money like so, come and put this in, that in, so on. But the thing is, you're a unit. You are each other's every day. There is nobody that does not know your relationship like the two of you. Only the two of you. And if that person stops being your everyday, where's the load going to be? It's going to be up on you. It's going to be up on top of you. And to take care of 2 children, that, my darling, is almost an impossibility. For you to be able to take care of them, take care of your job, take care of your mental health, your physical health. She had to offload in order for her to keep her focus on her children and also on what she loved doing. Because why? The money flow will always be there in order for her to hire nannies, in order for her to have childcare, in order for her to work at home. The greatest currency is the ability to make your own money, because your husband might not be a husband anymore. It might be a situation where he's bereaved. You never know. That's why I always say, ladies, make sure you make your money. At the very least, if your husband is providing for you, save it. Save it for a rainy day. Save it for vacations. Save it for holidays. Save it for college. Save it to buy a new car for him or something. But there's nothing like having too much money. And that's why you have the ability to walk out. He divorced her and she was not destitute. She has her job and she can do what she gotta do. So that's all I got to tell you, my darlings. This is not a place for us to say, oh, you're stupid, you have no this, you have no da. No, nobody is stupid. The thing is that we as young adults, we come from love. When somebody tells us they love us, we believe it because we love them. And it's when you walk out into this big world that you really discover and experience betrayal, hatred, jealousy, envy, lack thereof love. You experience it and you are better for it. That was why when I met my husband, I did not sleep with him until our wedding night. What was the point of sleeping with him? For what? Exactly. There was no point. I need to know that he's got other qualities for us to go through this journey called life. Do you want to do life with me? Because that's what it is. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, baby. And I'll see you what? I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love. Mwah.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking.
On the 27th of this month, June, I get an opportunity to meet Fumi Nation. Darling, House of Estuary is having the most fabulous fashion event at her wonderful flagship store, and I am going to be a special guest, and we're going to have a sit-down Q&A about fashion, about life, about womanhood. And darlings, I am inviting you for free. All of the information is here. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. All you have to do is register. You can start showing up at 10 in the morning for all of the fabulous shopping, and also shoppers and fashionistas and beauty enthusiasts. And then we're going to have our fabulous Q&A at 3 p.m. Darlings, do not miss it. I cannot wait to meet all of you so that we can have pictures together, we can catch up together. I cannot wait. It's going to be a fabulous event. And darlings, you're invited. All you have to do is what? All you have to do is register. I cannot wait to see you. I am so excited. I mean, talk about keeping it in the family. For those of you that don't know, I was a beauty queen. Yes, I was Miss West Africa 1990. Yes, decades ago. And then it's come back full circle with my beautiful niece Farah, who is competing to be Miss Alberta. I want you guys to sponsor, to support her. She has a wonderful support page. Please go right ahead and support her. Please, please, please. She is absolutely beautiful and amazing. I remember when Farah was born, and to see her now walking on stage and winning all of these beauty competitions just warms my heart. So I want to use my platform to spread the word out there. Please support my wonderful niece Farah, and just click onto the link and give her all the support that you can. I will deeply, deeply, deeply I will deeply appreciate it. And Farah, congratulations. Congratulations. Well, you know you're my daughter anyway, because I don't have daughters. So you are my daughter. It doesn't matter who birthed you. You're my daughter. And I am so, so proud of you. Fumi Nation, this is the first. Yes, my darlings. The next generation doing wonderful and amazing things. And for Farah to walk out on these platforms and really follow in my steps, in my footsteps, I am absolutely speechless. And I want you to support her. Okay? All of my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for everything. I love you guys. Mwah.